We are live from the AOS showroom in New Orleans. Thank you for joining us. My name is McKensie. We are going to be moving through a 60-minute, we like to say all levels, but it can get pretty intense in here. So just take things at your own pace. Always feel free to find a child's pose or whatever modification that you need today and enjoy yourself. We will get started in a child's pose. If you didn't already see in the description of class, there will be a Spotify link that you can go ahead and open up on a different device and listen to alongside of class. Go ahead and reach your arms out in front of you. Your knees are wide on the mat. Your big toes are touching if that feels good, and you can just sink your hips down towards your heels. Rock your forehead out side to side. Walk your fingertips a little further. And start to bring your awareness to the mat today. I encourage you for the next 60 minutes that you are nowhere else but here. You are tackling no other problems except for, well, not except for, but you are just here doing what is in front of you on the mat. No problem solving today. Just enjoying, releasing, and being present in the moment. Rock back and forth, side to side. Bring your awareness to your forehead, massaging on the mat. Press down into all 10 finger pads. And then find stillness as you find a deep inhale. Fill up through your belly, your chest, your throat. Hold it at the top. Find a deep exhale through the mouth. Let something go. Again, another one just like that. Let's find some clearing air, some new space in the body. Fill up with a deep breath in, belly, chest, throat. Exhale, open mouth, fog up your mat. Starting to cultivate that ujjayi breath now, breathing in through the nose. Filling all the way up, sealing the lips, exhaling through the nose. Walk your hands over to the left corner of your mat. Walk your right hand on top of the left. Press down into your palm. Sink your right hip back down towards your right heel. Take a deep breath in to fill up. Stretch through your right side body. Exhale, sink down. Walk your hands through center over to the right hand side of your mat. Left hand walks on top of the right. Press firmly down. Sink your left hip back. Breath in, fill up. Exhale through sealed lips. Come back through center. Take one more last deep breath here. Maybe rise up onto the fingertips, palms release off of the mat. And then rise up into your tabletop pose. Tabletop, our shoulders are over our wrists. Our knees are over our hips. And start to find that groundedness, the rootedness with the earth. Just take a breath in to elongate through the crown of the head. Your tailbone reaches back, but staying steady and still here. We'll move through a cat-cow sequence. Inhale for a stargazing cow. Your gaze rises, your heart comes forward, your belly drops. Exhale, terrified cat, curl the spine, gaze comes back towards your belly button, push the mat away. Inhale, roll forward through your cow, you're spreading across the collarbone. Exhale for cat, press into the mat, spread across your upper back. 2 more times, connect your own breath to your own movement. Inhale for your cows, exhale for your cats. Bring whatever natural movement you would like into this pose. Open up where you need what feels good to you today. Good, and then let's tuck into our toes, just set back our hips towards our heels. And then shift forward, extend our legs out long. We'll come all the way down to the mat. We'll start with a few locust poses here today. So clasp your hands behind your back. Let's bring our chin to the mat. Zip up your inner thighs, press your big toes together. And when you're ready, lift those toes off of the ground, lift your upper chest off of the ground, reach your palms back towards your toes. Breath in. Exhale, breath out to stay. You don't have to go too high here. We're just at the beginning of class. Breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Bring that right cheek down to your mat. You can bend at the knees and then just windshield wiper your legs side to side. Good. Let's do that one more time. Bring your chin to the mat. Clasp your hands behind you. You can also have this as an unbound pose and just extend your arms next to your sides on your breath in. Find that inverted bow shape. Spine is long. Reach higher on an inhale. Breath in. Exhale, right cheek comes to the mat. Let's windshield wiper those legs once again. We'll find some slight opening through the shoulders here. So bring your hands out to shoulder height where your palms are facing down on the mat. Bend into the right knee. So your right heel is reaching towards your right glute. And then press into your right hand to take that right heel up and over to the left side of your mat. You should feel this stretch through your left armpit, your left shoulder. Just feeling a nice spinal twist, maybe some opening through that right hip as well, some activation through the right glute. Breath in. Breath out, come back through center. Extend your right arm long, directly out from that shoulder girdle, and then flex your left heel towards your left glute. Take that foot up and over to the right side of your mat. You can press this left hand down into the mat to help the stretch through that right hand, that right shoulder. Breath in. Breath out. Come back through center. We'll come through bent knees and find a downward facing dog. So take those hips up and back, pedal through each foot, press wide through all 10 fingers, just massage out the backs of those legs by pedaling through each foot. Your chest is reaching back toward your thighs. Your right arm is externally rotating to the right. The left arm is externally rotating to the left. And then go ahead and find stillness here. We'll find 2 deep breaths in our downward facing dog. This is a great active recovery pose if you need to find stillness during class, but you don't want to just lie on your mat. You can always come here. Breath in. Breath out. Let's take your right leg high to the sky for a 3-legged dog. Dial your pinky toe down towards the ground. Lift that heel an inch higher. Bring your knee into your nose for a cheetah. Curl the spine. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Take it up and back. We'll do that 2 more times. So shifting your shoulders over your wrists. Curl the spine. Draw that knee in. Inhale, take it high. 1 more time, curl the spine, shift forward, take it up and in. 3-legged dog, take it back, and then step it between your hands. We'll find a twisted runner's lunge here. Plant into the left hand, right palm reaches up to the sky. Gaze follows that top hand. Good, reaching back through the left heel, breath in. Exhale, bring that right hand to the inside of the right foot. We'll find a quick lizard pose here. So for our lizard pose, you can either stay up on your palms, you can drop down onto your forearms, you can also drop that left knee and untuck the left toes if you'd like. However active or restorative you want to make this, it is up to you today. Everything you do today is your choice, your practice. Breath in. Breath out. Find a nice slow and steady breath. When you're ready, if you're down on your forearms, press up into your hands. We'll take that right foot back for a downward facing dog. Left foot reaches high this time. Punch that heel up and back, pinky toe dials down, lift up through your inner left thigh. Can you reach it an inch higher? Finding our cheetah pose, our shoulders come over our wrists, lift up that knee to your nose. Take it high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. You're clearing out your belly of air, your lungs of air to make room for that connection. Take it high, three-legged dog. One more time, knee to nose. Hold it here. Maybe give that knee a kiss. Take it high, and then step it between your hands. Twisted runner's lunge, right hand plants, left arm reaches high to the sky. Squeeze your inner thighs together, power through your right heel, breath in. Exhale, find your lizard lunge. Both hands come to the inside of the left foot. Find some stability here within the hips. And when you're ready, if you'd like to take it down on the forearms or even dropping that right knee, just make sure that we're not rounding too much through the spine. Your gaze is slightly forward. Your breath is slow and steady. One more breath in. Breath out. Find your way up onto your palms if you're not already there. And then take that left foot up and back. Let's tiptoe our way all the way to the top of the mat. Lengthening out through the backs of the legs. Find a ragdoll pose at the top. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Shift side to side. Move like you, move how it feels good, trying to release any stiffness, any areas of discomfort through the body. We are just breathing through them, moving through them. Deep breath in, fill up. Exhale, let it go, release that bind, and then find your way rolling all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Crown of the head is the last thing to rise. Good, root to rise, bring those arms up to the sky. Clasp them at the top and then go ahead and draw your hands down into heart center, our Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. All right, let's move through our sun salutation, start to building that heat, that energy, root to rise, arm sweep up high. Exhale as we forward fold all the way down. Right leg reaches long for a low lunge. Our gaze stays long in front of us. Exhale for a downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Inhale, roll forward into your high plank. First round through, drop down to your knees, then lower your chest and your chin, elbows squeeze in by your sides. Inhale for a baby cobra, engage that lower back. Exhale, come through a downward facing dog from bent knees. Right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. Left foot meets right at the top of the mat. Inhale as you halfway lift, long spine. Exhale as you forward fold. Root to rise, arm sweep all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold, let it go. Can we turn up the music a little bit? Do I do it on here? You got it. Okay. Left leg reaches long, low lunge. Right leg meets it, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin. You can find your chaturanga already if you're ready. Inhale for your full cobra. Extend through the arms. Exhale, bent knees, downward facing dog. Left leg high as you inhale. Punch that heel up and back. Exhale, step it between your hands. Right foot meets left, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Power through the feet, root to rise, arms sweep up high. Exhale, right back down, forward fold. Right leg reaches long, low lunge, second round. Left leg meets it, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank, strong core. You can find your way through a chaturanga, shift forward, lower halfway down. Inhale for your upward facing dog. Pull your heart through your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. Left foot meets right, halfway lift. Inhale, good work, y'all. Exhale as you fold. Root to rise, power through the feet. Arms reach tall. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Left leg takes you long, low lunge. Right leg meets it in your downward facing dog. Roll forward through your high plank, core engaged. Lower halfway through your chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog, spread across the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Left leg high, three-legged dog. Step it between your hands. Right foot meets left, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise with strength, arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, engage the core. Right leg long, last round. Left leg meets it in your high plank. Find your way through your vinyasa, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pausing here in your down dog. Remembering for the entirety of class, whenever I cue a vinyasa, you can always just meet us in a down dog. You can always just find an up dog to a down dog. Skip the chaturanga, whatever you want. On your next inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms sweep up high. Exhale, right back down to fold. Last side, left leg long. Right leg meets it in your high plank. Find your way through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, let it go, down dog. 2 breaths in your downward facing dog. Can you find the full expression of this pose? It's not just a pose that we move through, it's a pose that we experience every time. Come up on your toes, bend your knees, step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms up high. Exhale, chair pose. Woo! Good. My 3 wooers are here today. Appreciate y'all. I hope everyone's wooing at home. Good. Pinkies dial towards one another. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Can you sink down and back? Make sure we're not popping out that booty too much. We have a slight tuck of the tailbone. Reach long and tall through the arms. Breath in. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine, engaged core. Exhale, plant your hands. Hop or step your way to the back of the mat. Find your way through your vinyasa. Take 2 breaths in your down dog, find a drink of water, whatever you need, and we'll get started in our first flow. All right, right leg reaches high for a 3-legged dog. Get that pinky toe down, lift through the hamstring. Right knee, right elbow, shift forward. Inhale, take it high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. Go ahead and drop your left knee to the ground, finding a low crescent lunge. Both hands start by coming up to the right knee. Let's push that skin away on that front knee, sink nice and deep into the hips. Power through your right heel. When you're ready, arms reach up to the sky. So lengthening through your side body, reaching tall to start. And if you'd like to find a back bend, sink forward in your hips as you reach up and back through the arms. Breath in, breath out, breath in. Good. Plant your hands around that front foot, finding a half splits. Flex your toes toward your face on that right heel. Nice long spine. Crown of the head reaches forward, hips are back. Enjoying this stretch. This moment to bring your heart rate down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We'll find that active movement here coming through our low crescent lunge. We'll find both shape 2 more times. Release back to your half splits. Inhale to our crescent lunge. Exhale to our half splits. Inhale to our crescent lunge. And then plant your left hand, tuck your left toes, find your twisted runner's lunge. Right arm stays high. Keeping both hips facing relatively forward. We're just twisting through the upper body. The lower body is staying positioned forward. All right, top hand comes down. Find your position, your strength through that front heel. Rise up to our high crescent lunge. Let's find 3 breaths in this high crescent lunge. We're going to be here a lot today, so let's find how this pose feels. Bring your hands to your hips. Make sure that we're not going one way or the other. If you take a look at your hands, they should be in about the same position on both sides. You can always adjust that alignment if you're not. Maybe bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your back to make sure you're not leaning too far forward, that your booty is not sticking too far out. Find your extended arms for one more breath. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Right foot steps back. Find your vinyasa. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hips are high. All right, same thing, opposite side. Left leg reaches high, 3-legged dog. Left leg, if I didn't just say that. Left knee, left tricep. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Finding our low crescent lunge, drop your right knee and tuck your right toes. Bring both hands to this front knee. Go ahead and push that skin away with your palms, sink deep in your hips. Staying stable, everything moving forward. When you're ready, arms reach up tall. Just finding this length in the side body. Feeling those shoulders engage. Your core is nice and toned. And then reach up and back. Finding a baby back bend here. Breath in. Bring a softness to your face, to your brow. Plant your hands, find your half splits. Pop up on that left heel, left toes flex back towards you. Long spine. You can always wiggle that heel out further in front of you to find a deeper stretch, or else accept where you land and just appreciate it. Breath in. Breath out. All right, finding that dynamic movement, shift forward, rolling over that right knee, arms reach up high on an inhale. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, rise. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, rise. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, rise once more. Right hand plants down, left arm stays tall. Rise up on your right toes, twisted runner's lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Breath in. Exhale, plant that left hand. Find power through both legs, and on your next inhale, rise up, both arms, high crescent lunge. Deep bend in the front knee. If you find this back knee drooping, go ahead and reach that back. We'll call that a knee pit. Reach your knee pit up towards the sky. Breath in. Bring your hands to your hips if you need to find that alignment. Make sure we're squaring forward. Good. Maybe a hand to the belly, a hand to the back. Tone up that core. One more breath in, arms are tall. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot steps back. Find your vinyasa. Good, shine across the heart. Find your down dog. Whew, all right. Let's add on for this next round. Right leg reaches high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. All right, to start, finding our low crescent lunge. Arms sweep up high, so drop your left knee. We'll find this dynamic arm movement here. Shift forward, chest forward as your arms sweep back behind you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms sweep back. Good, inhale, rise. One more time, exhale, arms sweep back. Inhale, rise. Left hand plants, tuck your left toes. Right arm stays risen, twisted runner's lunge. Finding this rotation through the right shoulder here. So swim that right arm back. Good, like you're playing the guitar. Like a super large, weird shaped guitar. Breath in. Breath out. This arm is going to propel you up into your high crescent lunge. Powering on the ball mound of that left foot, arms reach tall, sink deep in the front leg. Sweep your arms back as your torso shifts forward. Inhale, rise. Twice more, reach back on an exhale. Inhale as you rise. Sweep back as you exhale. Woo. Inhale, rise. Open up for your warrior two. Find your heel to arch alignment here. Deep bend in that front knee. Gaze over your front middle finger. Sink nice and deep. All right, we're going to find some core work in our warrior two. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace those fingers. And we're going to find an oblique crunch, bringing our right elbow towards our right knee. Doesn't need to come all the way down, just enough so when you rise up, you're rising up by engaging the side bodies. Let's find it 3 more times. Lower down, rise up. Make sure that right knee is externally rotating, lower down, rise up. 1 more time, lower down, rise up. Warrior two once again. Flying warrior, all 10 toes to the left side of your mat. Warrior two to the right side of the mat. Good. Deep bend in that front knee. Breath in. Breath out. Tick-tock forward. Find your peaceful warrior. Flip that front palm up and back. Finding that peaceful warrior to the back of the mat. Exhale, windmill your hands to frame your left foot at the back of the mat. 3-legged dog, left leg reaches high to the sky. Exhale, plant it back between your hands with your left toe towards the left corner of the mat, finding Skandasana. Your right toes flex towards your face. Yep, so our left toes are back, our right toes are flexed towards our face. Maybe our hands are at heart center, they can be down at the mat, whatever feels good. Y'all are awesome. Breath in, breath out. Walk your hands back through center. Heels are in, toes are out, finding your goddess pose. Hands at heart center. Good, sink your hips down and low. Breath in, breath out. Go ahead and rise up, toes come in, heels come out. Clasp your hands behind your back. Palms punch together. Find a back bend here, gaze rises. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe find a rinsing of the shoulders up above your head. You can also grab opposite elbows. You can keep a flat spine looking forward, whatever feels good. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly rise up. Finding your warrior two once again to the front of the mat. Peaceful warrior takes you up and back. And then windmill your hands around your front foot. Find your way through your vinyasa. We are moving all around the mat today. If you get confused, just find your way into a pose. Take a look at the screen or at me, and we will all make it through. Left leg reaches high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Low crescent lunge. Drop your right knee, untuck your right toes. Rise those arms up. On a breath in. Exhale, lean forward, arms sweep back behind you. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, sweep them down and back. 1 more time each. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep down and back. Rise up. Plant the right hand, tuck the right toes. Find your twisted runner's lunge. Find that rotation of the shoulder. Opening up, taking the arm back behind you, sweeping it down alongside of you. For 2 more times. And then using that momentum to rise up for your high crescent lunge. Beautiful job. Both hips are squared forward here. Breath in. Exhale, arms sweep back behind you, crown of the head reaches forward. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sweep down and back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep down and back. Inhale, rise up, find your warrior two. Deep bend in that front knee. Gaze over your front middle finger. Reach strong in both directions. Breath in. Breath out. Bring those hands behind your head. Interlace those fingers. Stay open across the heart and bring the left elbow towards the left knee. Engage the side body to rise up. So we're not using our back here. We're not using our chest. We're using our side body. Slowly lower. Engage as you rise. 2 more times. Lower down. Rise up. 1 more. Lower down. Squeeze the side body. Rise up. Warrior two. Or excuse me, yeah, warrior two. Flying warrior rise, and then warrior two to the back of the mat. Peaceful warrior, tick-tock forward. Take it up and back. And then windmill your hands around your right foot at the back of the mat. Three-legged dog, right leg reaches high. Plant it back between your hands, right toe to the back right corner of the mat. Skandasana, flip your left toes towards you. We're sinking down towards our right heel this time. Hands can be at heart center, hands can stay at the mat. Good, playing around here. Breath in, breath out. Externally rotating that right knee, breath in. Plant the hands or however you want to get there. Find your way to your goddess pose. Heels in, toes out, hands at heart center. Knees tracking wide, hips sinking down. Breath in. Settle into it here. Don't fight it. Just be present. Big breath in. Breath out. Toes come in, heels go out. Let's bring our hands to shoulder height this time, finding our wide-legged forward fold. Release the crown of the head down. Left hand to the outside of the right ankle, right arm spirals up to the sky for a twisted wide leg forward fold. Come back through center, right hand walks over to the left ankle. Grab the outside of that left ankle, left arm reaches high. Breath in, breath out. Both hands plant down. Rise up when you're ready. Warrior two to the front of the mat. Peaceful warrior, flip that front palm, take it up and back. Windmill your hands around that front foot. Find your way through your vinyasa. Woo. Great job, everyone. Again, take this at whatever pace you need whenever you need a break or a drink of water. Feel free to find it. We have one last round that we're going to find our way through. Take that right leg, like let me think about what we're gonna do. Right leg reaches high. Right knee to left elbow across the body. Inhale, take it high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between the hands. Drop your left knee, untuck your left toes. Rise up, low crescent lunge. Draw those hands down into your heart center. Find a twisted low crescent lunge, left elbow on the outside of that right knee. Gaze past your right elbow. Press the left knee into the left quad. Engage the core to peel the belly away from that leg so you can twist deeper. Staying here, if you can find this movement, tuck your left toes, rise the left knee off of the ground for a twisted high crescent lunge. Good. Breath in. Breath out. We're finding our way to a high crescent lunge. Arms spread, reach high. Beautiful. Breath in. Breath out. Let's sweep those arms back behind us. Arms reach up and high. Find a T-twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Keeping your hips both shifting forward, squared forward, gaze towards the right hand. Inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. So we'll find our crunches here in our warrior two. Once again, bring those hands back behind your head. Externally rotate the front knee. Right elbow to right knee. Squeeze to rise. Right elbow, right knee. Squeeze to rise, tucking that right hip under. One more time. Right elbow, right knee. Squeeze to rise. Arms come wide. Find your triangle pose. Straighten through the front leg. Hip shift back. Torso tick-tocks forward and down. Right back of the hand to the out or the inner right shin. Gaze towards your left hand. Rise above. Engage. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Engage the core. Pull your belly button through the back of your spine. Then find your reverse triangle. So your reverse triangle, your legs are staying pretty much the same. Your right arm is just reaching directly up past your right ear. Breath in. Flying warrior, all 10 toes to the left side of the mat. Reach those arms up tall. Warrior two to the back of the mat. Flip those left toes to face backwards. Deep bend in the left knee. Peaceful warrior, flip your left palm, let it take you up and back. Windmill your hands to frame your front foot. Left leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Listen closely, walk your hands back to frame your right foot. Finding a standing splits at the back of the mat. Breath in. Breath out, point or flex that left toe. Finding a Kundalini squat. Slowly lower the left knee to the outside of the right calf. Inhale, take it high. 2 more times, Kundalini squat, lower down. Inhale, take it high, lift through the left hamstring, lower down, Kundalini squat. And then finding that standing split, bringing the left knee to the chest for a balancing Tadasana. Good, y'all aren't facing me, so just follow my voice. You're doing great. Power through that right hip, finding a tree pose. Bringing that inner sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh, hands to heart center. When you're ready, grow your tree, arms reach tall. Beautiful. Pinkies dialed towards one another. Stand strong out of your right leg, breath in. Breath out. Draw the left knee back into the chest, finding your standing splits. Once again, arms lower around the right foot, left leg reaches high. Walk those hands back out for a three-legged dog. Left leg stays high the entire time. Bend your left knee, stack your hips. Left heel reaches to the outside of the right glute, and then find your flip dog. Left arm reaches up and back, hips reach high. Breath in. Breath out, sink your hips down towards the mat, find your low boat pose, or your high boat pose rather. Shoulders roll down your back, palms face up. Find that balance on your lower back. Engage the core. Your core wants to be doing the majority of the work here, and you should let it. Take a breath in and a breath out. Hold here for 2 more breaths. Slowly lower 2 inches off of the mat. Hold here. Click your heels together for 4, 3, 2, 1. Scissor those feet for 4, 3, 2, 1. High boat. Engage the core. Rise. Cross at the ankles. Plant your hands. You can step your feet back through a vinyasa, or you can just meet us in a downward facing dog. Great work, y'all. All right, let's do this last side here. Left leg reaches high for a three-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow across the body. Inhale, take it high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Low crescent lunge, drop your right knee and tuck your right toes. Inhale your arms up. Draw your hands into heart center. Bring that energy and power for the last round right into your heart. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Gaze over that left elbow. Powering through your lower body. Long spine. Breath in. Breath out. Tuck your right toes. Power that right leg off of the mat for your twisted high crescent lunge. Big breath in. Can you twist deeper on an exhale? Inhale, release that bind and rise up, high crescent lunge. Arms sweep back behind you on an exhale. Inhale, rise. Once more, lower down. Inhale, rise, and then open up. Oh, excuse me, find your twist, T-twist. Right arm forward, left arm back, sink deep in that left knee. Breath in. Breath out, arms come through center, open up warrior 2. Good. Deep bend in that front knee. Power through the razor edge of your left foot. Hands come back behind your head. Find your crunch, left elbow to left knee. Inhale, rise. Left elbow, left knee. Inhale, rise. One more time, lower down. Inhale, rise. Come through your warrior 2. Arms reach up high, flying warrior, and then warrior two to the back of the mat. Whoop, rise up. We're coming back to the front of the mat. My head is a mess. All right, we're finding our triangle pose. Straighten through the front knee. Tick-tock forward, hips back. Good. You don't always know what you missed, but you just know there was something missing. You're like, we must go back. Press the back of that left hand into your left shin. Engage the core. Pull your belly button through the back of your spine. Stay with your breath. Breathe in. Slowly rise up, finding your reverse triangle. Legs stay relatively the same. Let's reach that left arm up by our left ear. Long side body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flying warrior, all 10 toes, right side of the mat. Reach tall. And then we'll find our warrior two to the back of the mat. Deep bend in the right knee. Gaze over the right middle finger. Peaceful warrior, tick-tock forward, flip that palm up and back. And then windmill your hands around your front foot. Three-legged dog, right leg reaches high. Good, walk your hands back towards your back foot. Finding a standing splits at the new back of your mat. Can you reach that heel a little higher? And then find your Kundalini squat. Right knee to the outside of that left calf as you squat down. Inhale, take it high. Kundalini squat as you lower. Inhale, take it high. One more time, squat down. Standing split, draw your right knee into your chest. Power through the right heel to rise up. Single leg Tadasana. Arms rise. Good, finding your tree pose on this side. Left heel comes to the, or right heel comes to the inner left thigh or calf or a kickstand on the ground. Arms reach tall, pinkies dialed towards one another. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open across the heart. Breath in. Breath out. Root down to rise taller. One more breath. Draw your right knee back into your chest. And then find your standing splits. Hands come down towards the earth. Right heel reaches high. Walk your hands out. Three-legged dog. Right leg stays high all the way. Head draws back towards your quad. And then bend your right knee. Stack your hip. Find your flip dog. Let it take you all the way out. Over. Power through the heels. Hips rise. Right arm reaches up and back behind you. Breath in. Exhale. Sink your hips down to the mat. Good, readjust your position if you need. Find our boat pose once again. You can always bring your hands behind your quads. Sometimes to engage the lower core, it's nice to zip up those legs, zip up your ankles. Roll your shoulders down your back, sternum comes forward. Breath in. Breath out, squeeze those thighs together. Get that lower core engaged. Breath in. Curl up the corners of your mouth. Y'all, we're down on the mat. We're not getting up again. We're staying here. Breath in. Breath out. Lower everything. Hover 2 inches off of the mat. Let's click those heels together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crisscross for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll side to side, whatever feels good. Great job. Let's come into a bridge pose here. So stay lying on your back. Draw your heels in under your glutes. Hands come down by your sides. Find a nice flat back. And when you're ready, press your heels into the ground. Lift up through the hips. Both hip points are lifting equally, powering through both feet. Knees tracking towards one another. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Slowly release down. Bring your pinky toes to the edges of the mat. Let your knees draw together and press those knees together as you press your lower back down. Release any pressure or overexertion in the spine. Bring your heart rate down, steady your breath. All right, let's find one more bridge pose. If wheel is in your practice, you can take wheel now. Otherwise, I'll cue another bridge. Heels come in under your glutes. Press down into your feet. Clasp your hands under your lower back. Roll one shoulder under, roll the other shoulder under. Press tall. Knees tracking forward. Heart is open. Hamstrings are engaged. Can you press higher? Big inhale. Big exhale as we stay. Let's find one more full round of breath here. Slowly untuck your shoulders, release your hands. Bring those pinky toes to the edges of the mat once again. And if you'd like, you can rock out your hips, windshield wiper your knees side to side. Good. Let your left leg reach long. Right knee comes into your right hip, into your right shoulder, your armpit, excuse me. Squeeze it up and in, point and flex those right toes. And then we'll take this right leg over to the left side of our body, left side of the mat, gaze towards your right hand, palm facing up. Easy twist. Slowly come back through center, hug that right knee up and in once again. Then trade out your legs. Left knee comes into your left armpit. Hug it tight, point and flex your left toes. And then taking your left knee to the right side of your mat, gaze towards the left, pinning that left shoulder down, gaze towards your left palm. Coming back through center. Hug both knees into your chest. Let's rock and roll, massage out our back. Finding some momentum here, finding some playfulness. One more time, we'll find our way into a downward facing dog. Cross the ankles, plant the hands. You can always feel free to find a vinyasa if you want one. Otherwise, meet me in a downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet. Right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. Let's find our low crescent lunge once again, but hands stay planted, just our legs are in this position. Twist up for a twisted low crescent lunge, and then draw your thumb down towards the ground, bringing the back of the right hand to your lower back. What we're going to do is we're going to open up our chest, so your gaze comes over your right shoulder, and you're going to lean back into the back of that right hand to just open up across the heart. Your left shoulder is rotating outward, and that shoulder is moving away from your ear, keeping a nice, strong shoulder joint. Breath in. Breath out. Reach this right arm high once again, and then plant that right hand on the right side of the foot. We'll come into our low runner's lunge, and we'll just shift forward and back around that front foot, opening, getting our hips nice and prepped. And then we're moving into our pigeon pose. So we're just going to heel toe the right foot over to the left side of the mat, and then let our left knee or our right knee just release down. Our left leg should already be in about the right position, but you can glance back at that left foot, make sure it's reaching back out behind us. We'll start with our king pigeon variation. Bend into the left knee, draw that right or left heel back towards your left hip. My rights and lefts are losing me at the moment. Gaze over that left shoulder. If you'd like to take it a step further, you can reach this right arm up and over, maybe bend at the elbow, reach towards that right hand if it's accessible. Breath in, breath out, and then finding our way into our sleeping pigeon pose. Both hands come back down towards the mat. Go ahead and walk the hands out in front of you or bend at the forearms to find a pillow for your forehead. We're going to spend some good time in these pigeon poses here, so I implore you to stay present, whether you're focusing, even if it's on the music, maybe it's on the breath, maybe it's focusing exactly on the hip. Just keep your awareness with what is going on in class. Slowly walk your hands back towards that front leg. We're going to sit onto our right hip and swing our left foot out in front of us. Starting here with our rocking the baby, half happy baby pose. So bring your sole of your right foot into your left elbow crease. Your left hand can reach around it just like you're rocking a baby side to side. Finding that kind of counter rotation, that opening, that mobility in that stiffness of the right hip. You can always drop the right hand to really allow for some extra mobility through that left arm's direction. Good. We'll find an extended hand to big toe pose. So with your peace sign finger of your right hand, extend that right foot out in front of you. You can brace with your left hand, however feels good. Find a breath in. And then go ahead and tuck that foot back in. Left foot is long. Arms reach up above your head. Square your torso over your extended leg. And then forward fold over that left leg. Nice long spine, reaching your chin further down on your shin. Take a breath in and a breath out. Slowly rise up. Find your stargazer pose. Plant that right hand behind your right hip. Come up on the right knee. Left arm reaches up and back behind you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink your hips down. Good. All right. So we are going to just sweep those legs back behind us. Find a downward facing dog once again. Left leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Step that left foot between your left hand, or between both hands. Drop the right knee, untuck the right toes. We'll reach that left arm up to the sky. Right arm stays planted. And then with your thumb facing down, bring the back of that left hand to your lower back. Press into your lower back. Roll that left shoulder open. Gaze towards that left shoulder. Pressing firmly into the right hand, externally rotating that right elbow and shoulder. Breath in. Breath out. Left arm reaches high. And then plants on the outside of the left foot. Come up on your right toes into our low runner's lunge. Nice long spine, shifting forward and back. And then go ahead and heel toe the left foot over to the right side of the mat and your left knee release over to the left. Right foot extended directly back from that right hip. Nice long spine. Bend into the right knee, catching that right foot back behind you, drawing the right heel towards your glute. Staying open through the shoulder. Moving for your king pigeon if you'd like. Left arm rises, reaches up and back behind you. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly release down. Finding your sleeping pigeon pose wherever feels good to you, walking those arms out in front of you, or finding a pillow for your forehead. Two more breaths here. One final breath, make it your biggest one yet. Fill up, breathe in all the way. Exhale, chest releases down towards the floor. Walk your hands back towards your torso. Sweep that right leg out in front of you. We'll find our rock the baby pose. Bring that left sole of the foot into the right elbow crease. Rock side to side. Open up through that right hip. My word, left hip. I'm like, can we call them something different? Yeah, maybe it would be better, yeah, if it was just had some other mnemonic cue to it. And then release it from the left hand. Just move freely here. Yeah, super New Orleans. Good. Grab your big toe with your peace sign fingers. Find that extended hand to big toe for one moment. And then bend that foot back in. Let's find our single leg forward fold. Arms reach high. Square your torso. Forward fold. Slowly rise. Bring the left hand behind the left glute. Come up on the left knee. Reach long. Breath in. Exhale, breath out. Both legs extend out in front of you. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Long spine. Breathe in as you halfway lift. Exhale as you fold deeper. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms out in front. Find your way down into your final resting pose of Shavasana. Toes splay out wide. Palms come facing up. Take a big breath in. Fill up with new, fresh air. A new sense of peace and purpose. Exhale any negativity you brought with you to your mat. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. Roll over onto your favorite side to a fetal position for just one moment to take a breath, to feel secure. And then find your way up into a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms sweep up by your sides, grabbing that light, that energy, that power, drawing it down into your heart. Breath in, breath out. Bring your thumb knuckles up to meet your third eye. The light in me sees, honors, and reflects the light in each of you. We bow as we say namaste.